There's only one person in the chat. But for now, I'm going to start with all the signs because I got to do something to fill up all this time until you guys pop in. So anyway, I'm happy to be here. Oops. Happy to be here. I'm going to read with an oracle deck. We're going to see what the weekend looks like for all of you, right? So as always, please take one card, leave, take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story, right? So let's see what the weekend looks like. It is Friday afternoon, going into early evening over here where I am. And then I saw today there's a big fire over here. So yeah, man, Grandpa Fire, pull back a little bit. Enough with the fires. And now I guess this next week, we got these big storms coming in on the East Coast. So everybody get your rubbers out. Lift things up off the floor if you're in a flooding area. Things are going to happen. I think it's going to be a wild week myself. I just feel as if prepare for the storm, all right? Whatever that means in your life, let's just prepare for the storm, all right? So let's begin first with my Aries and see what your weekend's going to look like. We are really happy to be here for the weekend, right? Me and all my spirit guides. So take what works, leave what doesn't. What messages do we have for my Aries for this weekend? So I don't know if I mentioned it because I forget real quick. But this is The Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. One of my favorite oracle decks, if not my very favorite. And I have all these other ones, and I never pull them out. I like this one. So, Aries, what's going on for all my Aries? Aries. Just for this weekend, the next 72 hours, what's going on for all of my Aries? I want to look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday for my Aries. What's going on? All right, I see you really needing to be more present in the moment, all right? Because I'm feeling like, your mind is racing here and it's saying, be here and now, all right? Let's kind of get in between and let's not get ahead of ourselves and let's get out of whatever the past is, all right? Because I just feel like you're going to overwork yourself this weekend. We have, that you need to take a nap, all right? But I feel as if you are ready to make a shift of energy, all right? So, this weekend, like I said, don't get ahead of yourself, because I feel like what I'm getting with these two cards for you, Aries, is that I have to get this done now. This has to happen now. I can't wait. This, like you have no patience, right? So I just feel as if, you have to have a little bit more faith that if things do not get done by the end of the weekend, it's going to be okay. All right, it really is. All right, so I feel as if that's a real important message for you, Aries, to not get in front of yourself this weekend. And don't get frustrated, because I'm just picking up a lot of impatience with you. All right, and, it's more important to do things right, to do things slow. Maybe things aren't being done as fast as you want them done. You know what I'm saying? But, you got to pace yourself because I just feel as if with that, needing to take a nap right there, smack dab in the middle, this is where you could push yourself. And if you push yourself and you overwork yourself, you could throw out your back, you could twist your ankle. I mean, I'm just seeing like, if you don't pace yourself, something could happen, right? And then you're going to trip up and now you wish that, you had slowed down. All right. So that's what I'm getting for you, Aries. All right. Let's move on to my Taurus. What's going on, Taurus? Taurus. What's going on for all my Taurus? Hey, you. Welcome into the chat. Nice to have you here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What does your weekend look like, Taurus? Really happy to have you guys here. Taurus, what's going on? First card out is TikTok. Serendipity reverse and milk and honey. I feel like some of you Tauruses, you don't have time to worry about things because you got to get on the clock. I just feel as if you got to work this weekend. You may not want to work this weekend. But it's like you have to, I'm getting this energy of like, I have to do this weekend. I don't have another weekend. It has to be done today. And I see milk and honey coming up reversed and serendipity reversed. Just be careful because I feel as if, and this is kind of riding on the tails of Aries. It's just like, you are better off. Yes, you have a time frame. You have something that's probably due. Maybe it's homework, maybe it's a project, maybe it's something that you need to get done, right? If you don't get it done, you could be like, shit out of luck. But I'm feeling like you got to pace yourself too, all right? If you are on a time crunch and you have time management is a big deal for you this weekend, pace yourself, all right? Because I feel a sense of overwhelmingness coming up, because maybe I have to go to work this weekend because I don't have enough money. I have to do this weekend because I can't do this. I have to do this. And I feel like what's going on is that you're so preoccupied with what you have to do that you are really missing out on the magic. And we have a picnic here, and maybe, you get invited to go out somewhere and you can't go because why? Because you have to do some work. Do you really have to do the work? That's my question to you, Taurus, because I just feel like, this is, this feeling of being overwhelmed because you have to do something, all right? If you have to do something, take a deep breath and dive in. And if you don't have to do it, take a deep breath and go away, It's one of those kind of things. All right, let's move on to my Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What does your weekend look like, Gemini? Really happy to be here. I'm happy to have everybody come in. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, subscribe, do all those buttons, hit the unsubscribe button if you don't like it. As long as you're hitting something, YouTube says, oh my gosh, they're listening to her. So I would really appreciate that, all right? Because that helps my channel. And gosh, I could sure use some help. All right, Gemini, your first card out. Well, you have two cards, Chaos and Conflict, Time to Go, and Deep Knowing. All right, there is this energy of chaos around you, all right? And I feel like you're going into the weekend with this chaos, all right? It's terrible. And then we have Time to Go. It's upside down, right? And then we have Deep Knowing. So I feel as if this chaos that you are dealing with, that it is time to deal with this chaos, all right? Whatever this situation is, I don't feel like you're going to deal with it this weekend, but I feel as if you're getting real close. It's just like, this isn't going to last very much longer, whatever the situation is. I just feel as if you're going to check out. You're like, one, you can't be around the chaos. So some of you may actually up and leave and walk away from whatever it is and go do your thing just because you just don't want to deal with it. But I think it's that situation where, you get up and you leave and you're like, I'm done. I'm so done. It is, I've been putting this off and putting this off. And like, look, here, you turn it around, and now it's time to go. I mean, you have this deep knowing that in order to end this chaos, you're going to have to walk away from something. All right. And like I said, I don't feel like that's going to happen this weekend for you, but I do feel like something does happen, Gemini, that kind of makes you shake your head, because it's like I see you shaking your head and walking away and going, whoa, this has got to come to an end because you just don't want this anymore, whatever this is. All right. That was a mouthful, huh, Gemini? Let's move on to my Cancers. What do my Cancers look like for this weekend? Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Truth be told, you're going to learn some truth. Somebody may tell you something. Just make sure it's a good source, right? Right? Because there's been a lot of energy of gossip around, and Mercury's retrograde, so if somebody tells you something, source it out, don't just believe it just because somebody says it. I feel like that's really important for you, Cancer, because people are going to want to say their piece, and I feel like, you just want to make sure it's a level playing field when this person talks to you. All right, all that glitters is gold. And then we have the yin card coming in upside down. We have building blocks. All right, so listen, I feel like some of you are working. You have this wonderful job, and it's probably paying off really, really good. But it's really depleting you. Look, you're like so over it. Then we have building blocks reversed. It's like, when this first started out, this was really good, and I was feeling real good. But I feel like this weekend you are just so tired of doing what it is you do, all right? This is work, all right? This is something that you earn money from, and yeah, like I said, all that glitters is gold, right? Well, not really, because when we are in a position where we are working and we are really, really successful, that's a lot of work, right? So it's not like you can sit back and then let all the rewards just kind of pile in. So I feel as if you're a little tired of working and you're really tired of what it is that you're doing. Orphaned, and you're really tired of feeling like you're always alone and you can't do anything. So I feel like some of you this weekend, whatever it is you're doing, if you have to work this weekend, you're just gonna be like not in a good mood. So listen, if you can work by yourself, it would be good to work by yourself. Because I just feel like the grumpies are going to come out of our cancers this weekend. Whether this is working around the house or really having a job, I just feel like the Cancer clan is going to be grumpy this weekend. So yeah, between worlds, but be patient with them, because I feel as if they just need a little bit of love, because they're overworked, underpaid. They just need a little love. All right, so give the grumpy some love. All right, Leos, what's going on for you, Leo? Just for the next 72 hours. We're not looking at a long period of time, just a short little period of time. Really happy to be here for you. Leo, what's going on for the next 72 hours? Let's see, we start out with you questioning somebody. All right, remember I was just saying that in the Cancer. There's a lot of things people are saying, but we are in an age where transparency, I think, dominates. But here, I feel as if somebody says something to you and you question it, right? And I have this truth be told coming up upside down. So it could be somebody says something and you're just not buying it. You are not buying it. And I feel as if it could be something about somebody in your community. They might be saying something, I'm getting derogatory is the word I'm getting, but I'm feeling like, somebody is trying to spread some crap about somebody else. I don't like it, but I feel like you're not just going to take whatever it is that they're saying and accept it. Because again, I'm picking up this energy of gossip. There could be a lot of gossip going around this weekend. All right, so listen, let's just know our sources, all right? And let's not, because I'm just feeling this, all right? So people are going to be talking about other people and this and that. That's small minds. Let's talk about something bigger, like the big fire that's happening outside here, or the weather, the storm that's coming. Let's keep the conversation more about, what's going on, not what's happening with a particular person, because nobody likes to be talked about. All right, Leo, so I feel as if you may stop somebody from doing that this weekend. That's good. I like that, because that shows a good character of you. All right, let's see what's moving on for all my Virgos. Virgos, what's going on with you for the next 72 hours? Really happy to be here. Grateful, thankful for all my Virgos. What's going on, Virgo? All right, there's something you really have a knowing about. Look, I saw this card and then it came out on the bottom. All right, deep knowing. Boy, your gut and your intuition is talking to you, is it not, Virgo? So let's see what it's about. All right, so we have a situation here. This weekend, these are your cards, all right? We have Clean It Up, we have Soulmate reversed, and we have Message in a Bottle reversed. So I feel as if you have to really kind of, I want to say, come clean with your person, because we're dealing with somebody who you're really connected with, all right? But we've been a little disconnected because we're coming upside down, all right? So I'm just feeling like for you, you have to really kind of deliver a message to your person about what's really going on, because there's a real disconnect, and maybe they feel the disconnect. How can they not? But they're not going to address it. So I feel like you are. Somebody is. So I feel as if there's going to be a situation comes up, Virgo, where you're going to be like, listen, you got to clean up your act or get out. Honestly, that's what I got with these two cards, because it's like, if you don't clean up your act, because, there is trouble in paradise here, Virgo. I think there could be an argument this weekend with you guys, all right? Now, that's not for everybody. That's just for somebody. If you're already having problems and there is a situation that somebody's got to clean up their act, all right, this is who I'm talking to. And I feel like this weekend, that little part of their, I want to say their personality really surfaces. And you're going to be like, look, you got to clean up your act or you cannot be here. That's what I'm feeling for you, Virgo. All right, next one. Who's next? Libra. What's going on for you, Libra? Libra, Sun, Rising, Venus signs. Questions. I'm getting questions. You have questions. What are your questions about, Libra? Libra, Sun, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for all my Libras? Libras, just for the next 72 hours. What's going on, Libra? All right, we got New Life Reversed, By the Book, Round and Round. All right, so some of you guys are just really over this monotony of your life. All right, we have Life Coming Up Reversed. We have By the Book. You got to do things, and it's like this monotony because we have this round and round and round. So I feel as if, you know, you're really kind of looking at, you know, almost like the routine of your day. You know, it's just like, God, this is what I do every day. I get up, you know, I have breakfast, you know, I listen to whatever, you know, and then I get in the car and I go to work and then I come home and, you know, I mean, it's just like this monotony. I'm just getting this monotony is the word for you. And I feel like this weekend, you really are feeling, God, this is like, it's almost as if you want to break out of your shell. You know, and really kind of get out of this routine that you've been in. So this weekend, Libra, why not do something different? Why not? If you can, you know, something to break things up, because it's like you do, everything is by the book. You know, you keep doing things over and over and over again. And I feel as if you just need a break. All right. So go get a break. All right. Do something different. You know, I saw something this week where someone said, if you go shopping, buy something, a color that you don't normally wear. You know, and I was like, that's pretty smart, you know, because there's a lot of colors I avoid. You know, and it's just like, what would happen if, you know, you went shopping and you always wear brown and now all of a sudden you're wearing something pink? What would happen, right? Just saying, break your routine, do something different, do something you don't normally do. All right. And I think you'll enjoy yourself a lot more. But, you know, that dull routine, it's so easy for us to get into it. Because, you know, it's one of these things. And it's funny. My brother, he's got a lot of Libra in his chart. But it's one of those things. You come home, it's the weekend. And now I've got to mow the lawn. And then I've got to do this. And then I've got to do that. And I've got to do this. And all these things that you got to do, you know. And, you know, every now and then, you know, I'm the person that shows up and says, hey, let's do something wild and crazy. And it's always so wild and crazy that, of course, he's going to do it, you know, because I break up the routine. So anyway, do that. All right, Libra? I don't know why I said that. All right, listen, let's move on to my Scorpios and see what's going on for the Scorpios for the next 72 hours. What's going on, Scorpios, for the next 72 hours? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Grateful, thankful for all my Scorpios out there. What's going on for the next 72 hours for my Scorpios? All right. I feel like, you know, your intuition is talking to you and you're not listening. Or you are choosing not to listen because there is a situation that needs to be completed and you are not doing it. And you feel like you're not ready to complete whatever this is that you need to complete. So this could be anything that's going on. You know, maybe it's one of these things, Scorpio, you started painting your bedroom, right? And then you just stopped. You know, maybe you need to finish painting your bedroom, all right? You know, it could be anything, because especially when your intuition is talking to you, I mean, this is something important that you need to finish up, all right? And you know it. So, you know, and you keep putting it off. I'm getting this big procrastination energy with you this week, and you don't want to do it. But I feel like this weekend, you know, you may kind of snap and be like, you know, I just got to do this. I just need to finish this project up. And once I finish it, I'm free and I don't have to worry about it next week or the following week. You know, get what I'm saying? So yeah, do whatever it is your intuition is really wanting you to finish up, because there's something that needs to come to an end with this unfinished symphony. Let's just put this to an end and be done with it. All right. So do that. I know it's always easier said than done. All right, let's move on to my Sagittarians. Sagittarians, what's going on, Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Sagittarius. What's going on for all my Sagittarians? All right, Sagittarius, are you ready? Look, milk and honey. Ooh, something's going on. Maybe some of you guys are going to go and have a picnic. I'm having a barbecue, so that kind of goes in line with me. I'm a Sag rising, so we are having a barbecue around here. But let's see what's going on for your weekend. All right, we got building blocks, regeneration, and soulmate. So I feel like, you know, you and your person here, you guys are going through a transformation. I mean, it's almost like a rebirth, and I love it because I feel like this weekend, it's almost like, you know, I think we need to really see how far and what we've built. And you have this beautiful heart to heart kind of conversation, you know, and it kind of injects new life into you, you know. So it may be, you know, what I'm getting with some people is that, you know, this energy that I'm feeling between you and your person here, because we have soulmate coming out here. Look how tender and loving that is. I think you're starting to really see how much you guys have built together and what you guys need to do to transform. So I'm feeling that there's this big change in your relationship. You know, maybe it's like you've been, you know, working separately, right? You know, somebody's working a lot and the other one's home, and there's just, you guys just haven't been around. And I feel like there is this new opportunity for you guys to really like regroup. You know, this says regeneration, but I get regroup. Let's kind of like get back together and get on the same page, and let's kind of figure out what we can do, you know, to really kind of work on this relationship and build something really good. So I feel like, you know, some of you guys are really going to really work on your relationship this weekend in a real positive way. Maybe some of you are rebuilding a home. Maybe some of you are, you know, remodeling. I mean, there's this energy of doing something over and making it better, including your relationship. All right, Sagittarius, so that's beautiful. That's nice energy for you. All right, let's move into, and you know, Mercury's retrograde. At least I think it is. You know, when Mercury's retrograde, I mean, it's about communication and really kind of, you know, going back, you know, retrograde and kind of fixing things that, you know, need to be addressed. And I think this is your retrograde, Sagittarius, in a good way. All right, moving on to my Capricorns. What's going on, Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on for all my Capricorns? Grateful for all you guys out there. I'm sorry more people aren't in the chat, but, you know, it's the luck of the draw. It is what it is. I try. Anyway, Capricorn, let's see what's going on for all of my Cappies for the next 72 hours. Just a short little period of time. You also have this unfinished business, time to go, and exchanging gifts. All right, you know what I'm feeling with this for you, Capricorn? I'm feeling like it is time for you to quit being the one that always steps up and takes responsibility. You're the one that shows up and, you know, you brought the food. You're the one that makes sure that everything's unlocked. Everybody, you know, I feel as if it is really time for you to start turning that energy on you. All right. You know, rather than always being the one that, you know, says, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of that. Oh, no, don't worry, I'll pick that up. And now, you know, you're doing 3 times the load of what everybody else is doing. Don't do that. Don't do that, right? Let's kind of keep an even balance, because I see this imbalance of exchange of give and take, and I feel as if it's gone on for a while. All right, so that's got to end. And it could be somebody, just one person that you are dealing with, you know, who, you know, has been a little bit more of a taker than a giver. I think it's time for you to really kind of see that, you know, this has got to stop, all right, is what I'm getting, you know, because it's not doing anybody any good. All right, so let's just kind of shift this around and, you know, just kind of, you know, make the decision that you are going to, you know, kind of step back and, you know, kind of let them figure out what to do rather than you being the person who solves the problem, right? You're the solution to the problem. All right, so anyway, don't do that this weekend, all right? Because then you stress out, right? Then you stress out, Capricorn, you're not having a good time. You know why? Because you said you would stop at the store and pick this up, and then you realized that they didn't have it. Now you got to stop at 3 other stores. I mean, don't do that. You just do what you said you were going to do and leave it at that. You are not the problem solver for the world here, all right? Not this weekend. All right, let's see what's going on for my Aquarians. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. What's going on, Aquarius? Really thankful for all my Aquarians. So for the next 72 hours, now, because, you know, we're already into Friday, right? All right, you also have this card about, you know, let's look at your self-confidence here, all right? Because this is screaming imposter, spit it out. Imposter syndrome, you know? You don't feel like you're good enough to make the money. You don't feel like you're good enough, you know, to have everything that everybody else has. Well, you know, listen, that's gotta end. That's gotta end. TikTok, yeah, let's put that to an end. So this weekend, you know, if you're feeling a little, you know, this card sometimes when it comes up, it's like you're not very comfortable in who you are. You're not happy with your body, you don't like your clothes, you don't like your hair, you don't like anything that's going on, right? And I feel as if that's got to stop, you know, because it's time for you to really, you know, reap the rewards of who you are. I mean, you are as good as anybody else. This, you know, when we start to compare, you know, I'm going to compare me with you. All right, well, we're two different people. How can you compare? I mean, I'm an apple, you're an orange. It's not going to work. All right, so I feel as if you've got to really just kind of forget about everybody else around you and just kind of look at you. You're wonderful, you're beautiful, you've got, you know, you're smart, you're funny. I mean, you're all of these wonderful things. All right, so this, you deserve to have money, you deserve to have good things in life, you deserve it all. All right, so I feel as if an attitude adjustment for you this weekend would be very good, Aquarius. All right, so let's keep that in mind. All right, last but not least is my Pisces. So let's see what's going on for all of my Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Pisces, what's going on, Pisces? Really thankful to have you guys already. See, and you're Pisces, you also are not feeling like it's right. Look at this, look at that. Orphaned, feeling all alone. Nobody loves me. Everybody loves a Pisces, right? Yeah, so everybody loves Pisces. All right, let's see what's going on for the next 72 hours for my Pisces. All right, so, all right, listen, listen, here we have the questioning, all right? I think Leo got this, all right? And I feel like you're not being very flexible this weekend, all right? And you're refusing help. You don't want help. You're not being flexible, you know, and you don't want anybody to question you. You know, don't question what I'm doing. Just do what I'm doing. No, we're not going to do this. I feel like, you know, you have like this energy of, what is it? Being very defiant. And, you know, it's just like, no, I'm not going to bend. I mean, you are not bending this weekend. I feel like you have made a decision, and no matter what that is, and nobody is going to change your mind this weekend. This is it. This is how it's going down, and this is how it's going to be. No questions asked. That's what I feel for you, Pisces. Boy, you have put your foot down. What is it, bottom? Yeah, you know, you'd rather be home doing some work, all right? You know, you chopping wood, just doing your own thing. I just feel like you are not, the world doesn't exist around the Pisces this weekend. You are going to do what you're going to do, period. So anyway, that's what I got for you guys. Yeah, and we've got one person in the chat. I don't know if you got a question, throw it out there, because if not, I'm going to take off and start my weekend, because like I said, I got a barbecue tomorrow. I got people coming down from Colorado, people coming up from Santa Fe. It's going to be a good time. So anyway, enjoy your weekend, you guys. And I'll see you guys on another day. I'll be back either Sunday or Monday, and we'll do another live and see what the week looks like for all of us. So until then, enjoy yourselves. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. And above all, be happy. Enjoy the moment, all right? It's the only one you got. All right, I'll see you guys all later. Hit that like button, and yeah, bye.